the biggest swap of its kind after the Cold War. Turkey mediated this landmark exercise, and the prisoner exchange ceremony at the Ankara airport saw some milestone swaps designed to build bridges between Russia and the West. Turkish officials said that Russia has released US journalist Evan Gershkovich. Remember, Gershkovich was recently sentenced to 16 years in prison on espionage charges, and this is the first prisoner exchange between Russia and the West since start of also the star US basketball player Brittany Griner was swapped in return for convicted Russian arms and dealer Viktor Bout. That happened in December of 2022. All right, for more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani is joining us on the phone line. Susan, what is the latest you can tell us?
So as you mentioned, with Turkey's mediation, there has been this major prisoner exchange between Russia and the West. It's currently underway. Not only Wall Street reporter Evan Gershkovich has been freed from Russian custody, this is according to Bloomberg, but also former U.S. Marine Paul Whelan. They were both accused by Russian authorities of espionage, and they were on their way to a destination outside of Russia. What we do know is that the exchange will also involve Russian political prisoners being freed and numerous Russians jailed in the West, not necessarily the United States, for espionage charges, murders, and other crimes. They will be returned to Russia as well as part of this deal. But, the issue of Gershkovich and Paul Whelan, who was, as you remember, a retired U.S. Marine, he was arrested back in 2018, and the United States has been trying to get him released for a very long time, longer than Gershkovich, actually.
Right, Susan. Also, the timing of this is extremely crucial because experts are calling this extraordinary, not just for the large number of individual releases involved, as you just mentioned, up to 24 that is, but also the number of countries that are involved in this: United States, Russia, Germany, and of course the 3 other European nations.
Yeah, the timing is very significant. Some are questioning why Russia agreed to do this now, considering the fact that Ukraine received those F-16 fighter jets. But on the other hand, it appears that it was the United States and President Biden who sort of pushed these European countries to come up with some sort of agreement and get these prisoners out of Russia. If this completely happens and it's very successful, then it's a huge win for the Biden administration. And whether or not the Russian president calculated that perhaps the next president in office will not be as welcoming to a deal, that's something that we don't know right now. But yes, it's very significant. Europe agreed. One has to wonder whether or not it had to do a lot with the upcoming elections here in the United States.
All right, Susan, thank you so much for joining us on WION and getting us your insights.